Sup guys, it is 2Pro for you games, and in this video I want to talk about the PlayStation 4 and HDCP encryption. So this has been something that I was really worried about once the PlayStation 4 was announced back in February. So since February, nothing has really been going on until now, but I'm going to get into that in a second. So for those of you that don't know what HDCP encryption is, it's actually on the PlayStation 3 right now, and what it does is it doesn't allow you to use a third-party capture device to like record Blu-ray movies. You can't even record gameplay, but what the main purpose is you can't record Blu-ray movies and you know, everything. You can't record Blu-ray movies or Netflix and stuff like that. That's why it's there. And you can't plug in you just can't go on your PS3, plug in a POG HD PVR with your HDMI cord or your Elgato. You can't plug that in and record. It just doesn't work, okay, because it has that HDCP encryption on it, okay? So now what the problem is with Sony is they weren't expecting this to be much of a problem. As I'm making this commentary right now, the PlayStation 4 has HDCP encryption on it. So what that means is you cannot record via a third-party capture device. At this moment that I'm making this commentary, or even I would say a couple of weeks even after I post this video. But what they weren't expecting is they weren't expecting Xbox One to not have this HDC encryption. Because for those of you that don't know, the Xbox One also has Blu-ray in it now. And they weren't expecting Xbox to say, okay, we don't have HDC encryption. You can record anything you want. So you can easily go on the Xbox One and record Blu-ray movies. Sony was not expecting Xbox to do that. And overall, Sony wasn't expecting this to be much of an issue. But now, people are upset with Sony because Sony's not even giving out an answer. Because what Sony is doing now is they're scrambling to fix this. They know they screwed up. Since the PlayStation 4 has been announced in February, Sony's been absolutely perfect. They haven't lied about anything. Everything they said has stuck. They said this is this and this and this is happening, and they haven't changed one thing. Everything has been exactly what they said. Unlike Xbox One, they even called out Xbox or Microsoft saying, you know, we haven't changed what we've said throughout the whole since the announcement of our console, right? They pretty much called out Microsoft. But now they don't even want to give an official answer if there is HDC encryption on the PlayStation 4 because they don't want to ever mention it, because if they don't mention it, then they never change their policy because they never confirmed it in the first place. What they're trying to do now is they're trying to scramble and get rid of this HDC encryption. But the thing is, at this point, PlayStation 4s are manufactured. They have all these PlayStation 4s ready to ship out. They can't change it anymore. But what they have to do is they have to change it via a firmware update on day one. So on day one, when you first get your PS4, on the first day, if you do, you will have an update, and that should eliminate the HDC encryption, because this would be a massive, absolutely massive screw up by Sony if they actually did this. But I can guarantee you guys, they won't have this. You will be able to capture with your PlayStation 4 with third-party capture devices. I can almost guarantee you that they're fixing it right now. It would be very dumb of them to do this, because personally, they're gonna lose sales for this. And personally, if PlayStation 4 does have HDC encryption, I'm gonna end up playing Xbox One more than I play PlayStation 4. Because I'm a PlayStation gamer. I like PlayStation. I've pre-ordered the PlayStation 4. I prefer PlayStation over Xbox. But if this happens, I have to play Xbox One now because it doesn't have that HDC encryption, and I can record. So you kind of see the problem here now. A lot of people are bitching at Sony saying, you can't do this. You absolutely cannot do this. What are you doing? Why do you have this HDC encryption on here, right? And the thing is, they just don't want to say it and then change it, because that's not what they're about. And they called out Microsoft for doing that. And how stupid would they look if they did that? So what I'm thinking is they're not going to confirm it was ever there. They're not going to say it was ever there, and they're just going to quickly fix it. except they have to scramble to fix it because the PlayStation 4 launches in a couple of months, in like 2 months, so they gotta quickly fix this and put it out as a firmware update. It may not be on day one, who knows? Maybe it's gonna be a month into the PlayStation 4's life cycle, or a month into the PlayStation 4's launch. But I guarantee you they're gonna fix this. They're not gonna have this. Sony isn't this stupid. They're not that dumb. They've done everything right up until this point. But I understand why they don't want to announce it. Even when people ask them about it, they don't want to give an official answer. They don't say yes or no. They say, I remember one person on Twitter, I don't know his name, I honestly don't know his name, but if you're following this right now, you'll know what I'm talking about. He's a Japanese guy, he works for Sony, Sony Computer Entertainment, and he said that they're trying to make gamers happy, and they don't have an official answer on this right now, and they're working on stuff, blah blah blah. So pretty much you're not giving a yes or no answer because they're trying to fix it right now. Trust me, if there was HDC encryption on here and they weren't going to do anything with it, they weren't going to fix it, why not just come out and say, yes, we have HDC encryption? What's the big problem? But because they're not saying, yes, we have it, they're not saying yes or no, is because at this point they don't know, because at this point they're trying to fix it. They're trying to get rid of it. So that's an obvious giveaway that they're really trying to fix this. But I saw a lot of videos on YouTube talking about that and the share button, and I'm just strictly talking about the third-party capture devices. I don't give a shit about the share button, honestly. I'm never going to use that thing. I want to record with my Hauppauge HD PVR or my Elgato. I honestly have to buy a new HD PVR because I still have the first generation one. So I'm going to have to buy a new HD PVR anyway, but I'm talking about recording with a third-party capture device. That is it, nothing else. So there was my long rant. Let me know what you think about this problem in the comment section below. But I can guarantee you guys, those of you that are worrying about this, don't worry, they're gonna fix this. I can guarantee you. If not, then I'm gonna look like an idiot. But I think they're gonna fix this. So that's it for now, guys. Peace out.